Okay, so just woke up. Haven't even gotten the dogs outside yet. And Spirit's like, and I'm like, my dude. So I said a little one. Flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralize the evil of near-lying unlucky cards and increases the value of lucky ones. Cancer, the 9 of coins, the heart and the bride. Bring those down for a minute. Also got a joker. But I think the joker just means it's the end of that suit. If it's really actually needed, the joker will come out again. That heart. I don't think that heart means heart issues like it has been. I realized last night that I think that heart just means usually that there's a problem. When I see it, like maybe it's medical sometimes, maybe it's not. But this feels more like I just want to look something up real quick. Oofty. Strong tarot tonight. And of course, everything to said to look up. And here's going to come an Oscar. I'm gonna put this under here. Perfect. Okay, so I just want to double check something. Yeah. 9 of coins. Okay, so we have the 7 of coins, which is usually a farmer tending his field and taking pride over what he's got. Someone who works with nature and cooperates with it in many ways. And I like the 7 of coins with this hearth because there is something about, in the 7 of coins, neutralizing things as it is, you know? Let me just take double glasses. Nothing is set up. I was not expecting to do this today at all. I said I need a day off. And yeah, I guess I got up and everything was otherwise. And yeah, that just happens. Let's see. The traditional, oh my gosh, seriously? Well, I did move around. I told you we weren't set up for this. Totally janky setup. I mean, not that the setup isn't janky anyway, but that's okay. The protagonist of this card doesn't make excuses, isn't whimsical or moody, but is dedicated and sees the job through. Of course, it's no good to count your chickens before they hatch, but there's no question that the person who is vigilant over project is more likely to get the desired result. Someone who works with nature, cooperating with her ways, will waste less energy and time than the person who is working against her. And that's true. And that is a very highly neutralizing enemy. When you're working with something rather than going against it, you're going to neutralize a lot. Like it. If you're, okay, I'm going to say it like this. If you're organizing a wedding party, it is okay to neutralize people around you. To be the neutralizer and go, you know, we're not sitting Aunt Josie next to Aunt Fern because the two of them can't stand each other. It's also okay to choose, oh, okay. It's also okay to choose to not have the big wedding. It's okay to choose to not have the family members there. It's okay to get married in a small ceremony because that is what you want. That is okay because remember, your wedding day is yours, no one else's. Your heart is yours. You are a light and a fire in love. It's no one else's, dear bride. I don't know if this is meant for a bride or, well, let's check out that 9 of coins though. Because, we've got some coins and a bride, and we've got a king of swords. So the king of swords and the bride, that seems like a nice little, I'm being told, a power couple, a couple who are definitely good for each other and can do things. And I feel like if someone doesn't lay off, someone's going to lose out on this wedding. Yes, we're on the 9 of coins. If I can remember what a 9 looks like. There we go. 9 of coins. The 9 of this suit points to a person who is financially secure enough to live comfortably. This is about someone supported by their own business, inheritance, or property. This is one person in 1,000. This fortunate individual has turned a historical accident into a personal opportunity. Oh, this is one who has the vision and strength of character to hold on to gains against all odds. Do not be fooled at the apparent ease displayed on this card. The person pictured as at the tail end of a long and stressful process of winning the right to be taken seriously. All of this grace has been paid for several times over. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from these cards. Yay! No one's having a heart condition. However, it does look as if there is a person getting married. I'm not necessarily going to say it's a queen or a woman. This could be this could be men. This could be women. This could be they, them. This could be whomever you are getting married to someone else. I feel, though, this is more in the bride position. So, yeah, we can probably... Oh, I feel like I'm loud. So, yeah, we can probably say that this is a woman, but I'm not going to 100% confirm that because this is in the bride position. And in any union, you do have a bride and groom. You have... even if you're both taking care of it, you still have one person waiting down at the end of the aisle. And sometimes you don't. And you know what? I'm going to tell you. If you're getting married and you're in a position where maybe you don't have someone to walk you down the aisle. I mean, I didn't have my dad, so my mom did it, and it was wonderful. The second time I got married, my bestie's husband, in all of his Doctor Who, walked me down the aisle. It was the best. So it's okay to choose to go arm in arm down the aisle, to not see each other until you get to the front of the aisle, and then you go arm in arm down the aisle. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. It sounds beautiful. And whatever this person here is trying to get out of this wedding, because this was my impression. So the 9 of coins. Ooh, 222, 222 people. We got 222, 222. So the 9 of coins, this fortunate individual has turned a historical accident into a personal opportunity. This is one who has seen the vision and strength of character to hold on to gains. So this person, this 9 of coins, whoever this is, they're trying to neutralize the bride. People are trying to go, well, they're your mom, your dad, your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. Pick a name. That's it. They're trying to neutralize how you feel. And on some level, if you know that, when you're getting married, and I'm 52 and this might be an old way of thinking, if you have family in another country and you know that they're probably not coming, it's 100% okay to send them a wedding invitation. That's just kind, that's courteous. It allows them to have something beautiful from another country that they can't enjoy. And you might get a gift. Just saying. Might get a gift. But if they do show up, that's a beautiful thing. And sometimes in weddings, yes, you might have to invite that person that you don't want to, and you might have your own personal reason for doing it, but I want you to know that you don't have to. This bride and her groom do not have to invite this person who sees this as a personal gain to them. They're looking at your wedding. They're seeing it as a personal gain. They're going to get something out of it. They're going to get the pictures. They go, look at me. Uh-huh. I helped. I helped. Oh, schmoozy schmoo. They're going to be the person going around your wedding greeting your guests. So this person is seeing an opportunity at your events. Now, I think that this is a wedding. We are now in May. This could be a graduation party. We are now in May, and I live in a college town, and college graduation is over Mother's Day. This could be a college graduation. Whatever this event is, stop neutralizing it. Look at people and just say, stop, stop, stop. Just stop. This is stop in sign language. Stop. One hand out, one. Doug is good. Doug is good. Doug is good. I'm saying stop, but I'm, and then I notice Doug is looking. You're good. So I do. Doug is good. Good. Yeah. But, sometimes you gotta put that, ooh, hi, baby. That sign language stop down. Now, the harder you put your hand down, the more intense it is. We use this a lot in the house because we got 4 critters around here. But you need to put the all stop on, and you need to be the person like I have this feeling that your groom, whoever this second individual is, because I do feel like this is a wedding party more so than a graduation, but twins can graduate. Anybody can graduate together. Yeah, I know it's a mess, but there is a star at the end of the line. So whatever is going on, this is starting to really bother them too, and they are 100% willing to be on your side if you decide that you don't want this person there. Whether it's their mother, their father, it doesn't matter who this person is. And I don't know if it's going to be a relative. It feels more like it's somebody that might even be in the bridal party. Somebody who maybe is taking advantage of more than what they should within the bridal party. And let's all remember, and I'm going to say this now as a reminder to every single bride out there, destination wedding doesn't mean that you get a bridal party. It doesn't mean that you get guests, and it doesn't mean that people are going down. It means that you went on your honeymoon and got married. That's what a destination wedding is. If you have the riches to go down there and have everybody else do it, or pay everybody's way, because, why do you want people going on your vacation with you? Why do you want people making arrangements for a vacation to go to see you get married on your destination wedding and then staying around and being on your honeymoon with you? Now, if it's like a thing where, maybe it's your mother, your father, your sisters, whatever, like a little family event sort of thing where everybody decides to go to Cancun and you're just going to get married there, and then, they all leave after a while, and maybe you guys, stay there for a week and then you guys go someplace else like Jamaica or something like that. That's a great idea. Give yourselves time with family, give yourselves time together. But this is yours. You don't have to do what society tells you, what everyone is. Well, no, I don't. Well, we don't have to. Well, that's passive aggressive. Well, Well, I mean, there are certain well, well, no, well, I don't know. But, well, yeah, I know. It was always my mom's, well, there, Marf. I know, it's true. I do have to invite this person because Grandma will enjoy seeing them there, and they'll be able to sit and talk. Aunt Carol will be able to see them there. They'll enjoy and sit and talk. And at the end of the day, I might find them annoying, but if they have enough people to entertain them, a lot of annoying people can be dealt with. But this annoying person is not someone who is looking to gain something from your wedding. This person is looking to gain something. They're looking to schmooze. They're looking to be maybe even center of attention. So whatever misgivings you have of inviting this person, neutralize it now and look at everybody and say, stop. They're Look at them and say, stop. They're not coming to the wedding. Period. They're not. You can tell them about the wedding. They can think they're going to get an invitation, and when they don't, they're going to have a huge shock. And when they don't, you're going to have to look at them and say, I'm sorry, I didn't. You either have to do the following. I'm sorry, I didn't want you at my wedding, or we were only inviting so many people. We had friends and family at my second wedding. No, we had friends who were family. And by family, I mean they have literally no blood relation to me. There were some upset people about that, but you know what? At the end of the day, we did it how we wanted to, because that's how we roll. Roll Tide. I love Bistro Huddy. If you ever get a chance to see their shorts, Bistro Huddy, oh my God, they crack me up. They remind me so much of my friend Mike when he worked at a restaurant. Yeah. The sun near signifies happiness and popularity. Near snakes, mice, and dark side of clouds presages vexation. Three of cups. So, 3 of cups. When I see the three sometimes says to me that there's some kind of third party interference, and this is exactly what it's saying. It's saying there is a third party interference, but if you can, the sun is celebration. The 3 of this suit is often entitled consent, but is often entitled consent. Simply yes. The card resonates with a spirit of agreement, mutual support, encouragement, and teamwork, often pictured as 3 women celebrating their connections in a dance with lifted cups. It could also be called sisterhood, a real mutual admiration society. It points to all the benefits of harmonious relationships. Yeah. Because there is a third party in there, and I'm telling you, there's and when I say third party, I don't mean someone's cheating on someone. I don't mean that. That's not the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting your mom wants you to invite your Aunt Carol's friend from 30 years ago, and you're like, no. Or your mother-in-law has decided that this is the opportunity to do a lot of stuff that is not okay, and now you have to look at your husband and say no. And you need to know that he's going to be okay with that. Your King of Swords is one. I'm going to look up King of Swords real quick, see if it means anything here, but your King of Swords is perfectly fine with this decision. And at the end of the day, your King of Swords may feel the exact same way, but they may not feel like they can mention it to you. Yeah, see, he's on a throne. Of course, he's a king. Yeah, the educator, the wise judge, or mediator. He helps parties in conflict discover common ground and build upon it, and guides societies to see. I want to see what this is reversed. No, that's not it. But this is saying, but emotional displays are not his medium, nor is he moved by appeals to sympathy or pity. So what this means is, you found your weird. You, honey, you done found your weird, and this is the best weird ever. And this person, they neutralize a lot, but they know this 9 of coins. They know who this heart is, and this heart for me is signifying a very close family member, like mother, sister, father. I can say it's in the feminine, but it could also be in the masculine with a more feminine array about themselves. Or maybe it's just that people like this all have the same affect of mother henny bullshit. Well, I'm just mother henning. No, you're not. You're getting in the way of my wedding, and you're greeting all of my guests, and you're telling them that you helped do everything when literally we had to make you stop because you wouldn't stop planning my wedding for me. You wouldn't stop planning your own wedding over this. Like, whether this person is married or not, if they're married, it's a good chance they've taken over their whole husband-wife relationship. Whatever the relationship they have with their spouses, they've taken the whole thing over. Their spouse does not have a voice of their own. And your King of Swords, he's not shut down because of his parents. I have a feeling this might be somebody who is more maybe some form of neurodivergent, so maybe they get a little anxious, but they're feeling the exact same way that you are. That's why you guys are on the same card. You've got the bride and the king on the same card. You guys are on the same page. You both want to neutralize the same energy. It's time to talk. It's time to sit there and say, listen, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Now, if you're the king, please do this. If you are the king watching, and I said this because I have a feeling there's probably going to be one or two kings watching who are seeing their, whoo, wow, high spirit, high. I'm getting it. Hold on. Woo. All right. Ooh, that's intense. Oh, that's intense. That's so intense. Let's get some Gatorade. Oh, let's get some Gatorade. Oh, yeah. We haven't even gotten our coffee, little tiny black minion of darkness. Woo. Oliver, the tiny black minion of darkness, has taken over. For you kings, or for the person who is in the groom position of king, you are observing. Please sit down with your bride. Please sit down with your bride because she doesn't want to disappoint or hurt you. And you don't want to disappoint or hurt them. And I think once you sit down, whoa. Hold on, tiny little black minion of darkness. Hold on. Once you talk to them and sit down with them, the minute that you say what you're feeling, here he goes, neutralizing some energy, this little guy. Once you do that, you see how he lays this way. Oscar would just lay right here. This is where Oscar would lay. Okay. She wants you to say something. She needs you to say something. And if you are seeing a problem with somebody that's going on, say something. So basically, sit down with her. She needs you to say something. She needs you to sit down with her. She needs you to talk with her. She needs you to go, listen, I've noticed this, and I myself don't appreciate the way that you're being treated. I don't appreciate the way that I'm being treated, because this will never be about how your bride is treating your side of the family. This will never be about how the groom's side is treating the bride's side of the family. This is a complete and total interloper. A 9 of coins. And they're sticking their heart in some place, but this is an old, crusty heart that has no actual love in it. It's just, rather than being a cute heart, it just looks like a physical heart because there's no beauty to this heart. This person is a thorn in every single family get-together. You guys have gotten to the point where you don't even want to do Christmas at their house. And it has to stop. If you're the king, please sit down and talk with your bride. She really and truly, you're seeing this. And I think that she just doesn't want to upset you, because that's what kind of happens when you're neurodivergent, is you're so afraid of hurting other people. You're so afraid of disappointing other people. You're afraid people are going to think you're awful when in reality you're just not awful. So, yeah, this can definitely, this 9 of coins can 100% be taken care of, because they're trying to look over your crops and getting in your sun. They're getting in your sun. They're getting in the way of your growth, and you need to talk, and you need to either say something to them yourself or be a united front, or even if it's just you're going to say something and you just want to talk it out with your king first, do that. That's perfectly acceptable, because I promise you this person will probably go either to somebody in his family and complain, or straight to them, depending on the dynamics here. And this person, this king, needs to know what's going on exactly, so that they can support you, so they can lay right on top of that. And the only card that is open that I can see is the sun and the neutralizing card. Yeah, exactly. 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 Thank you, little tiny black minion of darkness. I think your picture is gonna go up on this one, Oliver. But I gotta move him over a little bit so I can see the cards. I love you. I'm moving you over just a teeny tiny bit. Just a tweeny. Wow, perfect. But yeah, uh, because this Nine of Coins is going to be pissed. And when this bride, and I'm telling you, bride, just mention, even if you're mentioning something, and by mentioning, don't do the, well, blah blah, and then let it go so that they can go, No, you want to sit down and have the conversation. This is what I'm going to do the next time this is brought up, because they need to know. Well, in general, if you don't tell them, your king is going to look at them and go, yeah, I probably would have done the same thing. I can't blame her. They're going to be in your ball court. But if you tell them, I promise, when this Nine of Coins goes up to them and they're like, I can't believe they did this. They told me I couldn't have this, and this. Your king is going to look at them and go, yeah, she told me you were getting in the way. We both agree, and we don't want you at the wedding. We don't want you at the birthday party with the kids. We don't want you at the graduation events. They're tired of this person. They're tired of this person at the birthdays. I don't know what that has to do with anything. All I know is I said it, and like a flare went up of, they're not giving my kids the right presents. They're not doing the right thing. And listen, I remember birthdays back in the day before gift cards, and I remember them after. And I will tell you, my go-to presents for children, believe it or not, their own bag of their favorite candy just for themselves, and either a gift card that they can spend as they want, or a really awesome thing that they want, like a t-shirt, a blanket, something like that. Something that's useful, that's practical. And if you're a family, and I don't care if you like beige, let your children have color. I was just told that. Do not expect people going to your child's birth. Whoa! All right, Spirit. Spirit is telling me, oh my God, all right, the pink, all right, the intensity is there. They're telling me, don't expect people going to your baby's birthday shower to bring beige baby stuff. If you have a beige baby shower, don't expect people to bring beige stuff. They're not going to be accepting of it. And Spirit is telling me that beige is for your comfort level and not for your child. So just, yep, that's what Spirit just told me. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Couldn't figure out what that thing was. But yeah, so you 100%, and I'm not saying, I mean, honest to God, I think neutral colored walls in a baby's room is perfect. It can grow with them. It can age. You can hang stuff up to bring in more color. And then when they're at an appropriate age, you can both go out and have the adventure of picking out the room paint for the first room painting, the first accessorizing, and then teaching them about how sometimes an easy color on the wall is nicer, and then you can do all the fun stuff around. But don't set them up with beige, because that's all they're going to see, and that's not going to help your baby whatsoever at all grow or nurture. Or they need the colors. They need tactile. There's a reason why babies grab your hair. There's a reason why babies grab your skin. There's a reason why babies pinch. There's a reason why babies bite. There's a reason why babies go through things all for the first time. Just like someone who is planning a wedding going through things for the first time, who is not like me, who's been married twice and can go fuck yourself. I don't need you at my wedding. Period. I don't need your money. I don't need your gift. I don't need your help. I don't want you at my wedding, and you can't be there because the king doesn't want to either. And I'm telling you, by standing up in your own self, you're going to neutralize this situation. And this is going to go a long way. This is going to go a long way. It's going to give you sunny days. It's going to make you happiness. And this person, make sure that you and your king are always getting the, if you're 10 years in and you feel you need a little marriage therapy, or 7 or 8 years in, you feel you need a little marriage therapy to just sort of make sure everybody's on the same level, do it. Doesn't hurt a thing to talk. Always open conversations. You have an argument, before people start screaming, you go off into separate rooms. Give yourselves time to cool down. Have your toke, have your cigarette, have a glass of water. I do not recommend alcohol because that, although that will calm you down, that will also make you depressed, and it will make a mess, and it will make an upside mess. It will make an upside mess, which is, more exposure. So yeah, and then, after a little bit, just text each other, talk to each other, see each other's points of view, because seeing each other's points of view will make a marriage go a very, very long distance. So yeah, Spirit, do we have anything else to tell this lovely bride and groom? I'm working on trying to find a symbol for they, them for when I'm doing cards. So if anybody has an idea, just let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you, and I thank you for that. If you have stayed this long, I appreciate it, and hopefully this is sounding like something that you can recognize with. And honestly, stand up for yourself. Because if you start, I'm put it to you this way, for this reading, I am only seeing where there is a king and queen united, a bride or groom, or groom and groom, a bride and bride. It doesn't matter either way. But this is a union that is solid, but there is a 9 of coins with a nasty heart in there who, they just want to interfere in everything. And if that interference means that they can make you guys angry enough that you choose not to get married, then they get to go, oh, well, I knew it was never going to work anyway. But when you neutralize their flame, when you neutralize them, they can't hurt you. Because once you neutralize them from your wedding and out of your life, they're not going to be at every family function. And when they see you, they're going to stay away. And that's when they're going to tell new family members, oh my God, she's such a bitch. She wouldn't even invite me to her wedding. And she's going to try to get flying monkeys. And when this person, and I see this person looking like me, Mexican with dark long hair and brown eyes, although I don't have brown eyes, but I see her as more of a Mexican look. She's going to come over and talk to you, and that's when she's going to find out that this person is a liar. And that person is going to have to make the decision at that family function of whether or not they are a flying monkey. It's okay. It's okay, Oliver. They're going to have to make that decision of whether they're a flying monkey, whether they want to be more with this person, over with this person, or do they want to be on the side of good? Do you want to sit in the Hall of Justice or the Hall of Doom? Which is this person going to want to do? So this is probably going to be a young girlfriend at a family event who maybe might be dating a younger brother or sibling or person. And as I say, this could be either sex, but this does feel prominently female to me. And although this one does not feel prominently female to me, the bride and the bride, I almost want to say it might actually be a groom and groom. To be very honest, you got a little itchy there. Yeah, see an itch in the side. Why are you itchy? There's that itch. Sometimes you just got an itch. Sometimes you just got to get that itch. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's happy with that itch. See? Scratching that itch. Scratching that itch. But yeah, I feel like this might be more of a groom and groom thing rather than a bride and groom thing. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's for everybody. It's inclusive. But this really does feel like a groom and groom. This feels like a haughty freaking mother-in-law. But as I've said, this is, it doesn't have to be whatever. But this girl I'm seeing, this new girl at the family gathering. Now, I say family gathering. I'm seeing like a summertime family get together at a picnic or someplace out that's not for a wedding, like a family reunion or something. And yeah, because that's the only, might be the, I don't know if it's going to be the only time you guys, I don't know. All I know is this person's going to talk to that person at the family reunion, and this young woman who I feel like is a young woman, it can be other people though, other sexes, is going to have to make that decision if she wants to stick with the Nine of Coins. And it is going to be definitely a kind of shadow moment for this person, because this person might be somebody who in the past has always believed people who were liars, and they understand, but they're just learning to trust again, which is what makes your family and this younger brother, it feels like a younger brother, important, because they're going to show this person kindness. And now maybe these people aren't going to stay together forever. Definitely, if this person starts getting involved with this person, it's not going to work. But this family does have something to show them. They just have to not get involved with this person here. Whether this is going to work out between the younger brother or not, I don't see it. Yet at the same time, I can be fallible, and people can go to therapy and get together. And sometimes, you date people and you just become friends afterwards. And it's always okay to have a good friendship. It doesn't hurt anybody to have a good friendship. You never knew who you might meet who might go good with that person that you used to date. And then they get married and they're happy and in love and have kids, and everybody's a friend group. Do I believe that you should date your friend's exes? Absolutely not. However, after 5 to 10 years, sometimes that's not necessarily a terrible thing. Yeah. Ace of Coins, number 9. The birds signify dire misfortune and fierce enemies when near, if far away from the person, between a chance to avert the evil spell. So, yeah. This is confirming that, and this is going to happen after you're married, by the way. And it's going to be like they're off by a fence in a corner, or like back by a fence. I see my fence with my pine tree, like they're all the way back there by the fence. And this is that Ace of Coins. This is that person. This is that person who's just learning how to trust, who's just learning how to love, who's just meeting your younger sibling, who's teaching them how to select a human who doesn't hurt any longer and who doesn't hurt them. And something just clicked in the house as if like an answer of yes. So yeah, and as long as this person is not listening to the Nine of Coins, they're gonna be fine. And if your brother and she do get married, it'll be a struggle and it'll be hard, and it may not necessarily be the happiness that they want. However, I think what's going to happen is if they do get married, they're going to realize within 5 years that they were the wrong people for each other. Whether they have kids or not, they're going to co-parent, and they won't allow anybody else to get in the way of that. They're just going to realize, shit, we shouldn't have done this. That happens. It happens. It happens. It's knowing that means something. It's knowing, because when you know, you can have the sun. So I think that is what I've got for you guys today. Okay, so we're going to call 40 minutes a short reading, I guess. I guess I'm just not as quick as everybody else, and I'm like super okay with that. And we got to see the tiny little black minion of darkness who came and neutralized a lot of stuff. But yeah, this is I like this. This is a good reading. But like I say, um, your wedding is yours. Don't allow anybody to interrupt it. Don't let anybody interfere. And you do what you want to do. And if that means that the day before your wedding, you're calling the whole thing off and you're waiting 6 months and you're getting married in a private ceremony, do it. If this means 3 months before the wedding, you're calling it all off and you're losing money, but you've still got the honeymoon and you're just going to get married before you go on the honeymoon, do it. Because this is a rock solid union. This king and queen, whoever these people are, they're a rock solid union. And as of course I say, it's king and queen. I actually think it's groom and groom, but it can be groom and groom, bride and bride, bride and groom, they and them, bride and groom. I don't know quite how. I'm old. I'm still trying to figure out. We're all trying to figure out words, but words. And yes, it's okay to write your own vows. It's also okay to have traditional vows. It's okay to have the marriage that you want. If this person is a thorn in your side, do not invite them. I don't care if this is the bride's mother. You do not get to go to the wedding where you're literally making someone's best day a living hell. And I promise you, you'll have far more better days than your wedding. Your wedding is just a giant event, which is why I always say go get married and then go have like a giant reception. It just, to me, makes more sense. Or actually have the reception and the marriage at the same place. Cut your costs. But yeah, don't let this person interfere in your life. And definitely, definitely stay strong because your king has your back. This can be neutralized. And just make sure that when she enters your brother's life, okay? Schmooze, schmuss. Let her get to know you, become her friend, so that when she goes up to Aunt Nancy, she'll know that Aunt Nancy's lying. And tell her about Aunt Nancy. Don't be afraid when she, especially because I have a feeling that this person has been hurt by other people that have backstabbed like Aunt Nancy. And so this person doesn't want to fall in line with other people, but Aunt Nancy's a smooth talker. She's a smooth operator. I'm getting that song in my head. Smooth operator. And so she needs to be forewarned, and she needs to be forewarned in a big way, because what's going to end up happening is if you're able to make friends, like if this isn't like the first time that she's meeting the whole family, and make sure that your little brother does not bring her there for the first time to meet the whole family. She needs to meet the immediate family first. Be friends with her, talk with her, because you're going to see her vulnerabilities and you're going to understand what's going on. And I think once you start talking to her about that, she's going to meet Aunt Nancy, and then she's going to come over to you, and then she's going to go, listen, this is what she said. And she may say, I don't believe her. She may have questions, and it's okay to have questions and answer them. Because if you don't answer questions, if people don't ask questions, then this person can't get better and smarter on their own. They can't learn. If you're snarky, go, well, I already told you that. Instead, go, yeah, she does that to everybody. Like she says like this stuff and this stuff. Like, so yeah, that's today's reading. This is your bride. This is your groom. This is your groom, bride, whatever. And you, on the Venn diagram of bridegroom, you guys are going to have a great relationship. Just keep open contact, keep talking, but neutralize Aunt Nancy. Neutralize Aunt Nancy. Because otherwise you're just going to be miserable. Your whole day is just going to be miserable, and you don't want that. And not only that, you're going to like this person. You're really going to like this person, and you don't want Aunt Nancy to hurt them and stop the progress of their change, because that's what's going to happen. If your brother just shows up with this girl on his arm and she meets Aunt Nancy, she's not going to have the defense that she needs against Aunt Nancy. She's going to get taken in again because she is very vulnerable, and your brother understands this. This might actually be somebody he's actually known for a while. and they just kind of decide to give it a try. But she will be a friend to the family and to you for a very long time. But as long as she is helped to heal from people like Aunt Nancy. From people like Aunt Nancy. Because you're healed. You see it. The groom sees it. Your family doesn't go by Aunt Nancy. That's why this is like, she'll come over, she'll stick her nose and shit on a Sunday, but then she leaves you there alone. And this might actually be getting to a point where everybody is going to ostracize Aunt Nancy because nobody can stand it. And that's perfectly okay, because that's called setting rules, boundaries, and limitations. And if you want to be happy in life, sometimes you have to set rules, boundaries, and limitations, not ones that are mean, rotten, and miserable to other people, but ones where you're looking at people who are mean, rotten, and miserable and saying, I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with your mean, rotten, and miserableness any longer. Nobody here wants to be around it. Period. So that is today's message. And yes, have a good day. Have a blessed day. Have a good wedding. And remember, be good, behave, be happy. Be yourself. Take care.